we have some not good news. If you've noticed, Aaron had, the dog scared me. I don't know why in the camera it looked like a human or like something was behind me. It was just Harley. She's just saying that. Anyways, we have some not good news. If you've noticed, Aaron wasn't in as many vlogs, like Bella's surprise video for her birthday, or for her car thing, and just a few other things that we've had going on. If you notice, Aaron wasn't there. There's a reason why. Well, a couple things. As you guys know, Aaron's mom is struggling with Parkinson's, and it continues to go. Taking that day by day has been a struggle. And then on top of that, Aaron got some not good news from the doctor. But he is here to talk about it. He's back.
I'm here.
He's been in vlogs here and there. It's not like he hasn't been in anything. So I don't want it to sound way dramatic. We actually did film the other day some of Aaron's struggles and kind of what he was thinking, what he's been going through. So here is that footage. Aaron's been really, really struggling.
Struggling hard.
Struggling bad. So he did get his results back from the doctor.
So during my doctor's appointment, I found out that I am intolerant to gluten. But my number one intolerance was eggs. Not only just egg yolks, but also egg whites. I'm like probably allergic to it. On the intolerance test, they were basically maxed out. So apparently I am slightly intolerant to peanuts. I'm slightly intolerant to almonds. I'm slightly intolerant to wheat. So
cheese.
Also, and this is why I'm struggling. So I have a couple of things in my life that I just really enjoy. Pomegranate is one of them. And I am unfortunately intolerant to pomegranate, so I can't eat pomegranate. I'm just struggling because, so also dairy cow milk I can't be eating, so pretty much most cheeses are off the table unless I find it from some other source, like goat milk or something. Which I haven't tried yet, so I'm kind of looking forward to that, I think.
You're looking forward to that?
Also, but I'm just struggling because I look at the package of everything and the ingredients are just failing me on so many things.
Aww. Also, one of the other things that came back was his testosterone is really low.
Super low.
Which is one of the reasons why they said he's been sleeping so much or feeling like he doesn't have energy. He had a ton
When I was working out a year ago, I wasn't getting the gains that I wanted. Turns out I probably didn't have enough testosterone. Yeah, I had a lot of yeast, and there's something else in your body similar to yeast, but I had a high amount of that, which is why I was craving so much sugar. I was eating a lot of sugar, come to find out, so I had to cut that.
So he's been making a lot of changes the last week, and he's been really struggling. So we're going to go to the store, and we're going to figure out what he can and can't. I mean, we've been figuring out different dinners, but now he can understand Hannah's struggle, and we're still continuing down that path to figure out what's best for that. Okay, so now we're going to run over to Sprouts really quick, and Aaron's going to figure out
I'm starving.
What he can eat.
I see this bag in the car of Nutter Butters, and I just want to eat them so bad, but I can't eat them because of the nuts. Pretty sure there's milk in here.
I ate them all. It's okay. It's an empty bag.
Gluten.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Thank you for taking
someone asked Hannah the other day, like, what's your go-to for gluten and dairy-free? And she was like, it's a struggle every day. Like, there's been smoothies, and I was like, chicken and rice, and you could do street tacos, and we have all these different things, but I think where it comes in, where it's really difficult, is like go-to snacks. Like, you almost have to meal prep ahead of time and know exactly what you're going to do, because you can't just like go have a snack. I mean, there are gluten dairy-free snacks. We did order a box.
Something I'm struggling with. Like this morning, I got up a little bit late. I didn't eat breakfast. Now it's lunchtime. I'm hungry, and I would love. Normally before I found out I had issues, I would have, ordered something out if I didn't have time, or I would have made something. But like, when you're hungry and you don't have energy and you're wanting that food to like energize you, it's a struggle.
And a lot of the things he's intolerant to, you just don't know what they're cooking, like which oils they're using, which like all of that is it's just a different lifestyle. But he's got it. We got this. We're
Working
gonna
on
figure
it.
this out, and this is gonna be the best. Oh, the good news is, how many pounds are you down?
So last time I checked, I was down 7 pounds already, and it's only been like what,
1 week?
2 weeks.
It's only been 1
It's
week.
only been 1 week.
Yeah,
And
that's good.
So I'm happy about losing the weight. And the other good thing is I am looking at labels now where I didn't always look at labels before. So
Hi, Logan.
Hi.
You ready to go to Sprouts?
Yeah.
Yeah.
let's get some food.
Let's do it.
food.
I felt so bad. I like made him toast the other day, and I'm like, it's gluten free, and it said dairy free on it. But I didn't realize the egg was still in it. And then he breaks out in this like eczema on his hands every time he has eggs, which is one of the symptoms of it. And then I was like, oh my gosh, I feel so bad. I have to start really looking at those labels. Hannah was kind of excited that they could go on this journey together and start figuring things out. So she's actually going to be meeting us over here in just a few minutes.
What is millet?
What is millet? I don't know.
If anybody knows what whole millet is, please comment down. It's the only thing I don't know. And
Well,
I'm sure millet's fine if it wasn't on your thing, right?
if it says gluten-free and vegan, it would qualify, because those are your two issues that you're having. Your biggest issues on foods is the wheat gluten and the eggs.
learning new things, guys. Learning new things.
Okay, but do you like white or wheat? You kind of just stare blankly at everything. You gotta start.
Struggling, guys.
One thing I told the kids
I'm
is
starving
you
too. You think I'd
can't
be grabbing stuff off the thing?
you can't be picky when you have a certain
know, right?
diet
Sweet
restriction.
Hawaiian white slice. You know you like those Hawaiian.
Sweet
slices.
Hawaiian's so
This
good.
is vegan, certified vegan, so there's no egg, and it is gluten-free, so it fits your diet. Garlic, citric acid, cumin, gargum. Yeah.
Aaron, we found hummus you can do.
But what do you have with hummus? You normally have a cracker
Or vegetables.
Yeah, you could do carrots. Bell pepper and hummus is really good, actually.
Bell pepper and
Yeah,
hummus?
yeah.
I've never tried that.
It's really good.
I actually want to try that.
I'm hoping to find something that I can like snack on, and that's what I'm struggling with. And I want protein because I want to be working out. So I'm like, okay, meat, right? These all contain less than 2%, 2% or less of non-fat dry milk. Why?
Why did they put dry milk in there? I think I found burgers you can have.
And then here's sausages that will be 50%
Read it just in case.
off.
Yeah, because it's buy one, get one half off.
That burger looks a little weird. I'm not gonna lie. I know it's uncooked. I get it.
It's plant-based.
Oh, these are those the Beyond ones.
One thing we noticed, especially when, so Hallie started doing gluten-free because she was allergic. And then Hannah, but we've always kind of only had one because Hallie had moved out when Hannah figured it out. But now adding him, it can get really expensive. Like the healthier things, like honestly are more expensive, but it's also less processed and all of that. So if any of you have tips or tricks, like we're researching and we're looking into it as we kind of continue to go down this journey. It's been a journey for years and years at this point. But Walmart all year has not had the cotton candy grapes. But it has them here. You can see the little cotton candy sign. So fruits and vegetables, obviously salads are always an easier option and healthy.
There's gummy berries flavors.
What is that?
I don't know.
What's gummy berries? Joe just said to Aaron, what's your favorite go-to meal that you're missing at this point? And they're going to figure out how to make it according to his
I'm not
diet.
really missing one
So-
specific meal. I'm just missing certain foods.
Okay, which foods are you missing or which meal?
We got buns for hamburgers because I miss a good hamburger.
What are you guys making on
I
Beyond
grew up-
Crazy? So they're going to be cooking on Beyond Crazy different ones and trying to figure out exactly what's the best. So make sure you check out their channel for that. But are you going to make pasta salad
we can make
today?
a soup.
We could make my zuppa toscana soup.
Okay.
And the only thing we have to leave out is the heavy whipping cream.
Unless
We're
we
gonna
can
try to
find an
one,
alternate
but
animal whipping cream. Do
And
they
then-
make sheep or goat whipping cream?
they make Parmesan with other milks. So we're trying to find one of those.
Okay, they'll figure it out. They'll figure it out.
So everybody's looking at me like, how do you know where all these things are here? Like, do you shop here? No. But the moment I found out Aaron actually was having some of these different food issues and things like that, I actually came down here to the store, spent about an hour just going through looking at ingredients on everything just to figure out, okay, what kind of foods can he eat? What cheeses can he do? Where's the milks, the breads, all those kind of things.
You're such a
true
good
friend
best
right
friend.
there, guys. That's a true friend.
I mean, I didn't buy it for him, but I at least found it.
I think the hardest part that I'm having struggles with is even at home. You guys know I'm a spice guy. My spice rack is very, very well stocked. But going through my spices recently, I found a bunch of spices that I absolutely love and was using all the time. They contain some ingredient that I can't have. Like we made steaks the other day, and there's a buttery steak spice that I use. I absolutely love it. It's like my favorite spice. And it contains milk or something like that, so I can't have it. I thought I'd do a little bit of a grocery haul, just let you guys know what I got. So I'm super excited. Some salami and some sausage. Some little snackies.
So here's all the fun.
I did find some chili and lime chips. I really like Takis. The new brand of Takis, or the new flavor of Takis, contains some sort of milk product. We saw in the package last night, so I'm hoping this is a good alternative. But yeah, I'm really struggling, you guys. I'm sorry if my energy is like all over the place. I'm trying new menu items and trying to just have a positive attitude. We're gonna get through this, guys. We're gonna get through it together. I'll be right here with you the entire time. So anybody that's going through food allergies or intolerances, my heart goes out to you, because I am truly feeling it now.
So the other day when I found out that he had all of that, I actually ordered, because Aaron loves his snacks. Like, he is just a snacker. He loves it. So I went onto Amazon and ordered like a vegan, gluten-free box. And it came with these little, like all the different little samples. And so he could try each one to kind of see. And it had these in it. They taste just like the other, like, Pringles. And Aaron said he absolutely loved these. So when he saw them in the aisle, he's like, yeah!
The taste was like literally identical to Pringles. If you weren't told you weren't eating a Pringle, you thought you were eating Pringles.
So that's cool. So he's excited.
I'm actually really excited I love hummus. I think the hard part for me is going to be, I always liked hummus with like a pita bread or something like that. I'm sure there's probably one that's, gluten, dairy, all that kind of stuff free. But I'm actually excited to make our own hummus. And
we got some chickpeas.
Flavor it ourselves. So I'm anxious to do that.
Yeah, we got smoky barbecue pistachio.
Logan was a big help and went through all the different things, and he was reading ingredients and learning, and it was really cool. Great helper today. So it's been a few days since we filmed all of that. Where are you at now, and how are you feeling?
I'm feeling less frustrated trying to find meals that work. I think in the part where I'm at, it's like the 7 stages of grief, right? And so I think I've moved past a certain stage, and right now I'm in like the sorrowful. Like I see cheese nachos and I'm like, man, I want to eat those. Or I see a hamburger and I'm like, I miss hamburger. I love hamburgers. Secretly, that was probably my favorite food before. I don't know.
But you can have hamburgers.
I can.
You look at it differently.
And that's, I think I'm moving through the different stages of grief, because going to Sprouts actually really helped me. I was able to find some cheeses at Sprouts that we tried the other day on a charcuterie board, and it was actually really good. It was goat milk cheese, and I couldn't tell the difference. Like if you didn't tell me that it was goat milk cheese, I would not have known that it wasn't cow's milk cheese. It was interesting. And so I think it's just, there's going to be this phase where I'm like learning to know what I can and can't eat and adjust. I think the hardest part is I did order a lot of food. You guys have seen it. You've made comments. I ordered a lot of food. And I love cooking. That's the funny thing. But
he likes all foods.
At the end of the day, sometimes I get busy doing things, and sometimes it's just easier to have somebody else cook it. And the thing that I've noticed is we went to the movies the other day, and I got a salad. as far as I knew, everything was good, but the salad dressing was questionable whether it had dairy or eggs in it. And it ended up giving me a stomach ache, and I had some issues with it. But it's just, I'm having to look at the packaging and the ingredients list, which I probably should have been looking at the ingredients list all along, you know? And so it's something that I'm learning and growing with. It's just been a struggle.
So I want to talk a little bit about the intolerance test,
Yeah.
because a lot of people are like, what is an intolerance test versus an allergy test versus all that? Come in. Hold on, our kids need something. Hey.
Oh my gosh! Hello!
What are we doing?
Oh, we just
Dr.
bug
Pepper
you.
run.
Oh,
Hey.
they just got a bunch of Dr. Pepper.
No, we were actually just coming to come
Hallie
bug
got
you.
blue Powerade.
Oh, Hallie got blue
Yeah.
Powerade.
I couldn't hop on the soda.
No soda.
Bandwagon.
Okay, good.
No soda.
It still has the same amount of
We're
sugar.
talking about intolerance and allergies.
Oh.
We're talking about his struggles. I know Hannah and Hallie can definitely relate
100%.
to it.
Yeah.
Do you guys feel like it's better though now that you at least know? Because before, like, they would just get stomach aches. Oh my gosh, this is a terrible story. I'm going to share this with you really quick. So Hallie went on a dance. Come right here, Hallie, because I'm curious your thoughts on this. So Hallie went to a school dance. I think this was
I
her
understand.
sophomore year. We can point it up a little bit.
You're in there. Yeah,
There
stay
we
just
go.
like that.
There we go. So Hallie went to a sophomore dance and her stomach was hurting her and
I
she was
remember this.
not feeling good. And so I always heard when you weren't feeling good, you should do the brat diet, which is bread, rice, apple sauce or apple and toast. And so I always, when the kids had stomach aches, that's what I gave them. So she had the worst stomach ache and she was supposed to be going to this dance. She was dressed as a Starbucks cup or some
I know where this
barista.
is
I don't
going.
know what it was. Anyways, and I was like, oh my gosh, just have toast. And I made her toast.
And I ate
made
it
her-
right before the dance.
and she got so sick. And
Yeah.
she came home from the dance early. And then the guy felt bad because he felt like he did something wrong. And then his parents didn't like you.
Yeah.
Or because and it was like
It was a
all
whole thing.
along she was allergic to gluten. So please don't take things personally. If you have something in your life that goes on and then they were like, thought she didn't like them, but like really I was just like, here's more gluten. That'll make you feel better.
Yeah,
Because
and
I didn't know.
I felt so bad for leaving the dance, and he got like so butthurt and like thought I didn't like him and all this stuff. But it was really, I was just like super sick.
She was sick from gluten. So just know. But so there is an allergy test you can take if you're allergic to something. It'll come back on that. Gluten did come back on her test on that. But if you are struggling beyond that, there's a test called an intolerance test, which is basically foods you're not like super allergic to it, but it does hurt your stomach and you're intolerant to it. So that's what Aaron took. The egg white and egg yolk were his main things that were super high. Like, I'm pretty sure it's an allergy with how high it is. But then there's other things like Hannah's was pineapple, which you would have never guessed. Like, I'm like, oh, you can have fruit. Fruit's good, right? No. Every time she got pineapple, she was so sick. But we would not have known that
Wait, you're allergic
had
to
she
pineapple?
not done that intolerance test, like major.
That's crazy.
So
Yeah.
this is the name of the test. Oh, you can't really see it. So it's called
Screenshot it and
it's,
send it
it's
to
called
me.
the
I'll put it across.
IgG Food Map with Candida and Yeast test, and this was through Mosaic Labs,
Holy.
Mosaic Diagnostics.
Yeah, it tells you everything.
So basically, they take a bunch of blood. You're supposed to be fasting, and then they inject little parts of your blood into 190 different foods, and they record the intolerance
Reaction.
They record the intolerance reaction to it, and then they print it out in a very thorough report.
We'll put some of it on the screen.
So
you guys can see.
it tells you all of these different things and the level of response that your body, like the immune response that your body has to that food. Like my egg yolks and whites was like as high as it can go almost.
Right. So he's cutting out anything that he's intolerant to, and then he's going to reintroduce some of the ones that were lower. But for 6 weeks, he wants to do nothing to kind of just cleanse his body and get it in a better state, and then he can start introducing some stuff.
Something else that the doctor told me is that I'm pre-diabetic. My sugars is way too much, and I'm eating too much sugar. Come to find out, I had a lot of candida and yeast in my digestive system. And candida and yeast both feed on sugar. So I was having sugar cravings because I'm trying to feed the yeast and stuff, the organisms in my body. So it's still hard because sugar also has this mental aspect, and yeah, cutting out sugar, specifically soda, has been difficult because that was like my comfort food.
Don't put on your shoes like that. You untie it. Sorry.
You guys are-
It drives me crazy when kids like tie their shoes and then slip their foot out and then try to slip it back in because it ruins the back of it.
Yeah, but then you don't have to tie your shoes a million
They're
times.
brand new shoes.
No,
It's okay.
How about just-
I'll tie your shoes for you.
no,
Tie
I
your
tied them
shoes.
loose so I can do that.
Don't do that though. I love you. I love you. Anyways, so if you're struggling with like stomach aches, feeling really bad, I would definitely recommend the intolerance test just to kind of see where you're at. At least if you know, you can know.
The most interesting thing to me is I was not aware I was having troubles. I was eating eggs constantly, egg yolks, egg whites. I loved eggs.
Like every morning we would eat
It was a
eggs.
huge source of protein for me, and so
Yeah.
I did not know.
Sorry, I'm putting the camera back
Maybe
on
I was
again.
just so used to how I felt when I was eating them, but it was a real problem. But the great news is, so I started my weight loss journey. I was 197 pounds. This morning I weighed myself. I was 185. I've gained a little bit over the last couple days, but I was down to 183. So I had lost, 14 pounds?
That's really good.
Yeah, in just like 2 weeks by cutting out everything that I'm intolerant to and not drinking soda, really watching and managing my sugar levels. So, yeah.
Fun fact, he's the cook of the family and he does a lot of the cooking. So now he's cooking dairy and gluten free and all these things. I'm actually down this morning when I checked 10 pounds.
Really?
I'm down 10 pounds in the last like few weeks. So, well, I had lost like 5 pounds previous before this, but this has helped me too and helped our entire family. So, yeah, we're working on it, but make sure you check your health. Make sure that you're healthy and you're feeling your best as we go down this journey. Aaron's feeling better. He's not struggling like he was a few days ago. He's good.
It's been a rough couple weeks, but I'm getting there. And I fell off the boat once, and I had a Sprite at the movies,
Oh, yeah.
and it's actually brought back the cravings. Like I was at a point where the cravings were really falling off, and then I had it. So try to stay strong. Don't give in to your cravings. I know we all say like, "Oh, it's a cheat day." It's not always that easy.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. Sorry we rambled on for a while. But Aaron is back. He's healthy. He's good. And we love you.
Thank you. I love you too. And I love
See you
all
guys
of
then.
you guys.
Bye.
Bye.